What's up, everybody, and welcome to my NXT review. What do we got going on NXT this week, huh? After the whole spring break-in review last week, go check that out online right now. Me and my co-host did about a good hour and 30 minutes on that show, and had a fun time doing it too. Go check that out. But where do we begin with NXT? I guess we had the footage from last week when they went off the air of Joe Gacy and his now Elite Druids for some reason beating up Braun Breaker in a chair, putting a burlap sack over his face, and then putting him in a car and leaving him in the middle of nowhere, it looked like. And they start beating him up, and I don't know. Then again, NXT loves to kidnap and beat up people, but hey, this is the first kidnapping we got. Tonight, we had a kidnapping last week. My God, it's kidnappings every time on NXT. It's somebody getting beat up in the parking lot. It's the most dangerous place in NXT. It's the parking lot, folks. You either get beat up or you're going to get kidnapped, okay? That's been said for a while now. And this isn't the first one we had tonight, all right? This was from last week, but they actually showed it this time. And then again, we had a kidnapping last week also. So, kidnapping last week, 2 kidnappings tonight. So, man, they really love beating up people and kidnapping them in the parking lot, okay? So, what is with that? It's the most dangerous place in NXT right now, the parking lot. But yeah, they left them in the middle of nowhere, looked like in a whole bunch of grass or something. Right after that, the NXT Women's Tag Titles were on the line to kick off the show. Toxic Attraction versus Wendy Choo and Roxy, which this match wasn't bad. It actually really wasn't. Okay, it wasn't bad, maybe given, Roxy is out there, and, Dolan and Jane aren't that bad in the ring. They're not. And stuff. Or even Choo. I just don't like Choo's gimmick, all right? The match wasn't that bad, but, come on, you knew Toxic Attraction was going to win this. They ended up getting the pinfall over Roxy, and then Choo tried to attack after, but then they ended up beating her up and pulling her eyelashes out. But listen, the whole build to this little tag match didn't make any sense. It was just god awful. It looked like it was appealing to a 5-year-old or somebody that watches Nickelodeon, or as my co-host said last week, it's like the Looney Tunes cartoon. Not even Looney. Is it Looney? Yeah, Looney Tunes. What am I talking about? The Looney Tunes cartoon, like a Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd type of gimmick they were going on with. Okay, and it's like I thought I was watching Nickelodeon and stuff. Like, yeah, we got Sunburn and water guns and silly string and just a whole bunch of wacky bullshit with Wendy Choo. I just think it's just god awful. The whole gimmick is okay. Like, I never liked it to begin with, but now I don't even like it more with this whole Nickelodeon persona they've gone on with. So it's not good. I already showed Grayson Waller and Tiffany Stratton shopping and whatnot, talking about they're gonna take care of this Andre Chase problem tonight. Roderick Strong was training in the back as the Creed brothers talked about. We wanted a clean win last week against the Viking Raiders, and they didn't like what Strong did. So we're gonna have another match next week. We're gonna do it the right way. But Strong says, "Okay, I'm okay with that, but we gotta bring a new member of the Diamond Mine, and that is going to be Damon Kemp, or in other words, he is the brother of Gable Stevenson and whatnot, or Bobby Stevenson, his actual name is." Now, it's kind of funny because this guy's got to have been around for at least a good minute. He's actually done matches. We haven't even seen his brother wrestle yet, okay? But Gable Stevenson is technically on the main roster for Monday Night Raw, but we have yet to see him. We've only seen him literally a handful of times and at WrestleMania not that long ago. But Damon Kemp, he has been wrestling on NXT for a good minute now, even on the UK show too. So he's been around. He's had some experience in the ring, but yes, he is the brother of Gable Stevenson. So we'll see what happens with him in the Diamond Mine now. Okay, honestly, I think this Diamond Mine thing I thought was about to really end, but since they're putting new members in, we'll see what happens. Joe Gacy and them were cutting a promo, which fans started to chant "Shut the hell up," which it looked like it was getting go away heat, and talked about how Breaker's gonna have to come back, make the journey back alone, and talked about a lot of change and everyone's inclusive, and we're taking everything to the highest places. This is the face of the change right here. Telling Braun Breaker to join his movement and stuff. Like, I don't know what's going on with this. The crowd is obviously not feeling this whole thing with Gacy, and I still don't get why they gave him Druids, okay? That still makes no sense. We already released this heavy, and they got rid of him, but now I don't even know what they're doing going with this. He's trying his best out there, okay? but the people just don't seem to really care. You know, maybe it would fit well with Edge's faction now that I think about it on the main roster. I'm not really sure, but it's different, I guess. Well, he probably would fit in with the whole cult leader, but Edge is the leader now. So I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think people buy into Gacy. I just don't. Like I said, the Druid thing really throws me off. Like I just think like he's like a discount Undertaker, or some would say discount Bray Wyatt with the cult leader thing. Because it's just kind of starting to come out with it. But he's got, he does have regular druids. He's got elite druids now. So that's some Star Wars type shit for some reason. Look it up if you don't believe me. But yeah, next they had Saray talking to Chase, Andre Chase out there, which they have subtitles that she was speaking in Japanese, which Bodie Hayward was able to translate. Like, you understand that? Yeah, we got a foreign language department. Yeah, we got a foreign language department. But I guess they were going to, it's going to be a teachable moment. They're going to team later on tonight. Also, we had the Ivy Now challenge, which they had a lot of, I'm sure it was edited, but basically it was a whole bunch of dudes and see if they could survive her training system from push-ups to running with, I guess, like a bad. We saw a lot of this throughout the night, to pull-ups. Like, who will be the last person to survive her challenge? I don't know, but we saw a lot of those challenges throughout the night. So we'll see what happens with that. Next, we had the NXT Breakout tournament was about to begin as they introduced all the women who would be in this tournament and stuff. Yeah, I've had some people tell me tonight, they said like the Keaton Lyons is 22. Like, shit, fucking surprises me too. That damn it, like she's 25 out there, but shit, I ain't fucking hating and whatnot. But I saw a lot of people saying that to me tonight. But we'll get into her later on. But as they introduced all the women in the tournament, we did kick it off with Fallon Henley versus Sloane Jacobs, which I believe she's the youngest person in this tournament, which wasn't that bad. I figured Henley was going to win, which I figure all the people that are already there right now are going to win their matches. Who do I think will win this tournament? As my co-host would say, Roxy would probably win. It's I think between her alliance. So one of those two may win. But the match was not bad. Or whatnot. So yeah, Henley got the win. I'm not really surprised by that. With the Shining Wizard and stuff. And everything. So like I said, not a bad match out there. Next, Santos Escobar. Well, I guess how about the whole AJ Galante thing? We had a peace agreement, but we don't know what happened to Galante out there. But Galante got involved in business, so look what happened to him. Next thing you know, Raul Mendoza out there, which, by the way, he gets jumped and then kidnapped in. He was going to get the car, but Tony and his crew beat him up, and I thought they were about to whack him, but they end up throwing him into the back of a car and driving off. Like I said, NXT is parking lot is the most dangerous place to be. You're going to get beat up, and then you're going to get kidnapped, and this is the second time we've seen this tonight now. So more beat-ups and kidnappings. Next, Amari Miller went against, I guess, the what did I say? Well, she went against Kaylee Ray or Alba Fire or whatever they're calling her. I do like the Fire background, no, but yes, Kaylee Ray versus Amari Miller. Not bad. Someone said it was like a reboot for Kaylee Ray and stuff. I still don't know why they need to change that name, but then again, I've heard worse names and stuff like Butch, so this ain't even the worst name. But still, did you really need to change it? Not really. The match was that bad, but I guess, we haven't seen her in a minute doing her promos and stuff, so Kaylee Ray is back. Mello and Trick was pulling up to the building, but Solo Sikoa ended up locking him out of the ring, locking him out of the door, make sure they couldn't get in the building. Solo came out to solo chants, even some Uso chants out there, talking about the North American Championship and everything. He gonna get his one-on-one title rematch. And he said he gonna be next. Cameron Grimes came out there, which folks are now booing at him and even saying like you got lucky and stuff, and whatnot. And he said he understands what Solo wants a shot and whatnot. And he promised him the next title shot after he defends against Mello and everything. but after Solo left, Mello and Trick showed up and beat up Grimes. Solo got in the ring and basically helped Grimes and whatnot and stuff. Because I know they got a chair out there, hit him like in the head with it. But yeah, Solo just made the save and picked up the North American title, and Grimes took it back from them. But yeah, Grimes, the fans ain't feeling them for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, they're not really feeling them. Next thing you know, Legato was looking for Mendoza, but for some reason they had Tony D'Angelo call from some building or room with cards and his goons there, and it's like a cinematic mode, and talked about yo, yeah, your boy, yeah, we got your boy right here and stuff, and then they says, well, yo, we got your boy, Galante, and Tony says, you touch one hair on him, we will take you out. And listen, man, we'll release you, okay? If you release our boy, we'll release your boy, or however that goes. And whatnot, which they did agree to. And because then Tony started going off like, if you touch him, man, I will make sure I'll beat you so bad your mother won't even recognize you and whatnot. And then Escobar like, yeah, you did this, okay? And then he said, fuck you to him. And then D'Angelo just threw over the poker table and said, almost, motherfucker, like, what am I watching? Goodfellas here? Like, what is this? Kidnappings and sit downs? Like, by God, what's next week? Any of these guys gonna sleep with the fishes? Which finally they're gonna have a match next week, but most of the time we've seen the Lucha Mafia and the Italian Mafia just like think this is the Sopranos out here or something, okay? By God, I was almost thinking we were going to get, what was it going to be next week, huh? Well, we already had a sit down and everything. Was someone going to get whacked next week? Were we going to have some card game? I don't know what we're going to do next with this whole thing, but I just thought this was just, it was kind of funny, but it was just bad. It's like they're finally having a match next week, but this whole Mafia thing is just bad. We're pulling out hits and stuff on people, so I don't even know what to say about that, okay? I already talked about the 200th episode of NXT UK coming up this week. Nathan Frazier talked about his debut and everything, and so Zion Quinn, who just kind of wanders around at this point and just gets in random feuds, talked about Frazier telling him to run it straight. Frazier says he doesn't even know what that means. Wes Lee showed up, Dez and whatnot, basically talking about he doesn't know what that means either, and I guess he wants a rematch with Quinn. And one thing I can tell you, one funny thing about Wes Lee, has to do with my co-host. If you want to see my co-host go argue with Dave Meltzer on Twitter, look up his Twitter right now, okay, at StraightFace40. You'll have a good laugh, but he really did piss off Dave Meltzer, and I thought it was funny, and I had to look at it myself. It has to do with Wes Lee, okay, so definitely look that up if you get the chance. I thought it was hilarious. Follow him on Twitter. They then went to, Andre Chase and Bodie Hayward and Saray, which they had to go through Saray's entrance, when she went from schoolgirl to her, gear. And then next, Andre Chase's sweater is blue, and, Hayward's looks like the schoolgirl now, which I'll admit, I got a good laugh out of this match, okay? There was some funny things with Andre Chase out there, and like I say, it wasn't that bad. It's silly, yeah, but I thought it wasn't even that bad of a match out there, which Saray ended up getting a roll-up for the win, beating Stratton and Gwaller out there and stuff, but definitely not a bad match. Von Wagner was talking about something until Ike Manjiro showed up and attacked, which I didn't Ike Manjiro was still there, okay? Especially since Kushida walked out. Good to see Norman Smiley in the back, though. Mandy Rose and crew were talking to Indy Hartwell, sitting here to support her, but, Indy talked about she's lost everything. But Rose said, hey, man, no man would never walk out on me, as Rose said. Toxic Attraction just called Indy a loser and left after that. Nikita Lyons went against Ariana Grace, which is Santino Morella's kid, which, as my co-host said, there's only really multiple words to describe this, is ass, 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 ass. And my response was, it'd make that motherfucker hammer time. Big Sean, I quoted him. So that's mostly what this match was about, is a lot of ass. Grace, it's not bad out there. I'm sure everybody's talking about Nikita Lyons and everything, which, come on, that's every week now. But yeah, definitely a lot of ass in this match, okay? As for the match itself, which I don't know how many people was paying attention to it, but bit rough. Santino's kid's not bad out there, but some would say still pretty green and whatnot. I figured Nikita Lyons was going to win anyways, just because, by default. So, not surprised by that. But, yeah, a lot of people will really sit and say about this match is ass, 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 okay? As for the main event, Um, what was it? Well, before the main event, the Viking Raiders cut a promo for next week. Main event, Natalya and Cora Jade, which I think the crowd helped a lot with this match. This match was, I don't know, I didn't like it kind of from the get-go. It got better on and stuff, which they did play up into Natalya focusing on Cora Jade's legs, setting her up for the sharpshooter and stuff, and whatnot. 2 minutes, okay, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, hold on, just 2 minutes, alright? Okay, I'll call you back in 2 minutes, alright? 2 minutes, I promise, I promise. Alright, call you back in 2 minutes. Sorry, I hate when I gotta get phone calls on here. Phone calls. Every time I do a review, it's a phone call, okay? But, as I said, the match focused on more Natalya going for Cora Jade's leg and stuff. This match somewhat was rough. That sliced bread did not look good, but it ended up with Natalya pulling the sharpshooter, pulling Cora Jade away, which she did not tap out, and she passed out. Basically, we're making this like Austin and Bret Hart, except there's no blood after that. Natalya then lifted up Cora Jade up, and then, gave her a handshake and a hug, showing her respect. And that's when the show went off the air, okay? I think Cora Jade was going to go over, possibly, I guess, giving it to Natalya, but Natalya being a veteran and whatnot, which I believe had to lead throughout this whole match anyways, was not bad, okay? Not bad at all. But, like I said, like they tried to, just use the whole Austin Brett finish and everything, so we'll see what happens if they do with Cora Jade and everything, but, like I said, this match, Natalya had to lead through, and there was a lot of spot calling also. You get a lot. I saw a couple spots being called, by the way, so you can if you look closer, you can see that. But like I said, the match wasn't that bad though. Okay, and Natalya led this. Overall, the show was okay. Obviously, they started this whole tournament and everything. A lot of focus mostly on the women's side on this show. Even the main event, just the whole breakout tournament itself. So that wasn't bad. Don't know where this Joe Gacy's leading off to thing is going to lead off to. Lots of kidnapping and beat ups on the show. Kidnapping. Just lots of kidnapping and getting beat up in the parking lot. The NXT parking lot is the most dangerous place in NXT. Whether it's whatever, black and gold, Nickelodeon colors, it's dangerous, okay? So yeah. Other than that, I don't have really much else to say about this show, okay? It was what it was. Boundary Chase and Saray match wasn't that bad also. But, that's all I really got to say about NXT tonight. So, yeah. Other than that, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys then. Peace out. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Almost forgot about that. Peace.